What's up, my fellow trash nerders? Welcome back to another episode of Good Figures. And on today's episode, I'm not sure if I promised anything last Friday. I can't remember. It's been a long and hard week for me. But hey, you get content, and thank you all for the support. I've been getting a lot of views, a few subscribers, and thank you. Hello to the new people around. Sorry if I'm a bit scatterbrained this one, but like I said. But anyway, let's get into the review of a figure. That's the second one I have in this line, and it's those are the hip joints. The Berserker Predat0r from the the Walmart exclusive line. I can't remember. The package is over in a corner behind you, but whatever. You can search it online, but you can only get it at my eye, Walmart. I got caught in my lip. I don't know why. Anyway, so yeah, I got the Berserker Predat0r. Look at that lighting. God, I hated reviewing action figures in my old lighting. It was so bad. You could barely see anything. But now, woo! That's pretty good. There's the front, and then there's the back. This is the one of three in the set. You have this guy, then, funnily enough, from a video or two back, one of them is the City Hunter Predator. And I was actually deciding whether or not I should get him. But I was like, hey, I have an alien from this line who's weird. Well, weird. You'll see soon. Why don't I get the Berserker Predat0r, which is equally weird? Honestly, I think it's more weird. Anyway, so yeah. There's this, the City Hunter, and let's see. It's the first Predator, the Jungle Hunter, but it's part of its bodies are invisible. I can get in a giant display, you'd have invisible Predators, but this seems a bit loud. Not sure. Is that better? What is it? If it's in a big display, I understand having invisible Predators or changing into the invisible Predators, but if it's your only one or one of your only few, I don't see why you'd have invisible, besides the fact that it looks like the movies. But besides that, I chose this one for previous stated reasons and that one. So yeah, let's see. How about let's go into accessories first. There's only one. I thought there'd be more. Well, initially I was like, alright, it just comes with this, alright. But then when I got home and looked at the package, it was like, oh, there's more accessories? There's not. It says collect them all. So you have to get all three of the Predators to get all the accessories. And this one comes with a Berserker shoulder cannon. I'm not doing a good job of this, am I? Yeah, sci-fi gun. As you can see there's a block here, and it has a hole. And if you take off his shoulder cannon, which I have not done yet, and I don't think I ever will, because I am scared of breaking things, especially Predators, as stated before in a previous video. Sorry for the late upload, by the way. I got lost in the sauce, and I was watching the new season, or the final season, hopefully, of Stranger Things. So far so good. I'm on the... Do I look good? Do I look weird? Tell me in the comments. Make fun of me. I dare ya. I'm gonna cry later, aren't I? Anyway. So yeah, turns out the last episode's 2 hours long. Combine that with the fact that most episodes are just short of an hour. And there's quite a few episodes now, so yeah. Sorry, it feels like there's something in my nose. I'm not gonna subject you guys to the inside of my nose. It's just I gotta blow my nose after this. Anyway, so yeah, It comes with this guy, boop beep boop. I've said this before. So yeah, that's about it. Let's go into articulation next. It's pretty good, especially this guy is 7 inches, by the way. If you, we'll see later. I have a 6-inch figure right here, my go-to 6-inch figure. So yeah, here you go. You got a really good ball joint. Goes up that far, it goes down this far, and it's basically unlimited. Besides the fact that the shoulder can. Also, the shoulder can, I think that's a swivel at the base, and then at the actual gun, it's a ball joint, so it's pretty movable. Next is like the shoulders, pin, hinge, swivel. Goes out that far, goes back that far, thanks to the shoulder pad, but it's fine. And then goes out this far. Pretty good. It's a little bit better on this side, but the joint is surprisingly stiff on this one. I think it's because there's some paint stuck on that one, see? So yeah, and then you got just typical, same thing, hinge, swivel, elbows, and ball jointed wrists. Nothing else that. Plus this doesn't articulate, doesn't extend or whatever. It's stuck like this. And it's actually pretty sturdy. Just don't be an idiot and break it. Who would break their wrist blades? Alright. Anyway, also, this is really fun because at the waist, there's just basically unlimited ball joint. It's really cool. Really good dynamic posing. Look at that. Also, let's get an admire the muscle definition. This is like how I like these Predators, because these are a different offshoot to the ones we usually see, like in the first 2 Predator movies. This guy is from the movie Predat0r. I have watched it recently, somewhat recently, within the last year, this year, I should say. Pretty good. I like it. They don't really make the characters likable, but I guess that makes sense. But whatever. That's for another video. Actually, I might have reviewed it, but I'm not sure. Just look out for it. So yeah, you got the ball joint, and then you got this is the same. This is like the one criticism I have with the entire line. It's only a ball joint at the hips, and these ones are specifically tight. See, it's just a ball joint. Those aren't like drop hips. Those are just ball joints. So you're only gonna get, thanks to the, there we go. Thanks to the softness of this, it can go out pretty far. That reminds me of the Bandai Demigorgon. Camera check. Alright, then you go back that far. And then you got the split, which is not that good. Alright. Then you got just a hinge. Barely 90. I think it's weird because, yeah, the alien I have goes a little bit more than 90. No, it's just 90. It's the way the calf looks that makes it think it's 90. And you just got unlimited ball joint. This is like my favorite part of the figure. That and this. But the entire line, I like the foot articulation. It's just a ball joint, so it can go pretty far. Pretty far up. There we go. Pretty far up. And you got really good pivot. So even though its stance is limited, it can account for that in its hip and its ankles. So there you go. So yeah, pretty snazzy little figure you got here, Walmart. Now I do have another from this line. So let's get to the comparison. It's also, if you looked at my Twitter, not sure which one. Actually, I think I retweeted it on the other one. But I recently pre-ordered the Storm Collectibles Baki Hanma. Can't wait for the other 2 figures in that line. But I did pre-order it. It's coming either late this year or mid next year. Mid delivery. But I forgot the connection. I was going to form a connection between this guy and that guy. I have no idea. I have no idea. I've lost that thought. That thought is gone to the wind. Someday it'll come back and hit me in the head, and then I'll talk about it. But whatever. So yeah, let's just compare. First, we'll get the 6-inch figure out of here, so you can see how, like, you look at this and you tell me this is an adult collectible. I know it's from an adult movie, but when has that stopped others from making toys of adult movies? Happens all the time. I grew up on Predator and Alien figures. Even though I was too young for them, I grew up with them, and I loved them to death, to the point where they are dead now, as I've said, as I've shown. But, it may look like a child's toy, and it may feel like it a little bit. It is definitely a bit big for a kid, Like, I'm a big guy, but so this makes it look smaller than it is. So here's a 6-inch figure, good old Pizza Spider-Man, which is actually kind of garbage. I can't wait to get the new sculpt. I'm planning on getting the marriage bundle on Hasbro Plus, because that's my ideal Spider-Man. I don't care about MJ. I don't really care about her, but that's my Spider-Man. I'm gonna pre-order that someday, soon, hopefully. But yeah, we got my fingers for scale. There you go, right to the shoulder. So yeah, 7 inches, 6 inches. So now let's get let me actually make him presentable. I have a bit of a headcanon for this specific figure, because it's a bit out there. Well, not really. There's been alien designs like it in a certain way. Not like specifically, but it's like that. You got the white drone, just about the same height. Close. Actually, let me just. So yeah, they're just about the same height. And let me tell you about this quickly. I'm probably gonna do a review, or I have done a review, but I have a bit of a headcanon for this guy. When I first got him, I was very surprised about the articulation. And so I was like, oh, this is pretty good for what was... Oh, by the way, these are like $10. So if you're ever in Walmart and you want like a little pick-me-up, this is like the perfect thing for you. But, so yeah, I was very surprised by the articulation. And so I was like, oh, since he's white, and he's really articulated, that means this xenomorph came from a martial artist, because I love fighting, as you would see on my Twitters. Anyway, so yeah, like it's decent, it's pretty good, not like amazing by like high-end standards, but it's not really showing on here. Yeah, so this is my little headcanon. This guy is a martial artist. Surprisingly high intelligence. That's my little headcanon for this design. It's just a drone, white paint, pretty good paint apps, but we're not doing that. Here they are. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I'm really addicted to the new toy smell. It's amazing. I probably shouldn't sniff it, but it's good. But anyway, so yeah, that's about it. There's not really much else to say about it. Finally, a video that's 15 minutes long. Amazing. So that's about it. Like I said, they're about $10. Surprisingly good articulation. The paint apps are decent, but they're more going for like a vintage design, like the Kenner toys. Like like I said, people have been adapting adult movies into action figures for kids for a long time. So they're going for more of a vintage feel, a more Kenner design. So yeah, if you like aliens or predators, or just like a good sci-fi figure, and you need to pick me up, it's about $10. Head over to your local Walmart and get yourself one of these or one of these. The aliens aren't like as good, but it's a bit of a mixed bag when you come to them. So these are like my go-to choices. If you like a little weird, but not like out there. So yeah, get this guy. Thumbnail time. So yeah, that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you do next. Should I review Stranger Things? Probably. So yeah, check out check out the description, and check out my socials. Check out my Patreon. If you can, if you want to, send a few dollars my way. Help me get to my goal of getting a camera, and then help me get to the goal of getting a computer so I can edit the videos on the camera, so we can get some really high quality videos out of my content. So yeah, that's about it. Though, here's a little fun note. Let's see. Oh yeah, so Thor: Love and Thunder is coming out next Friday, but I'm not seeing it on the day of it coming out. I'm seeing it the Sunday. Whether it's with friends or not, it's not really up to me now. But I will be seeing it, and then I'll try and review it the Friday after that. So yeah, that's about it. I have no other notes. So if you've watched this far, send me a little comment telling me you made it, because I really appreciate you, and hopefully you stick around for more videos. So that's about it. See you guys later. Bye.